side. The one and only way to get to the islands is by boat. There are no bridges or underground tunnels that connect the islands to the mainland. This is the westernmost ferry terminal. There are 3 located on the island, also one in the middle, also currently out of service, and the one on the eastern end, which is currently in service, and the only one that is in service throughout the year. That is because on Ward and on Oncorn Island, we have 700 people that live all year round. You will not find a grocery store or department store out here on the island, so for basic living, like food, they rely heavily on the ferries to take them to and from the mainland.
Are they allowed to have their own boats?
Well, so the question is, are they allowed to have their own boats? The majority of the residents do own boats, yes, but there is no public docking space on the mainland. It is mostly taken up by tour and ferry companies, and if you do happen to find a spot available, it is incredibly expensive. So the majority of the residents will not take boats across. Not to mention, in the wintertime, this is fresh water. If it gets cold enough, the harbor will freeze with about 2 inches to 2 feet thick of ice. And most basic personal boats are not ice-free. Well, welcome everyone to the Toronto Islands. They are Major League Park space, 15 islands in total. We have 1 taken up by the airport, 2 by the residents, and we have about 200 acres of bird and wildlife sanctuary. The rest is park space, which is seen here on the right. Also, hope you have your cameras out and are taking photos of the rarest bird you'll see on the island, the Canada goose.
Canada goose.
Yes. There are several thousand of them here in the summertime. They're just starting to come back from their migration further south. Mute swan here on the right showing us what it thinks of us, or was. Went down for some algae and other grass that grows at the bottom of the channel there. Its mate partner should not be too far behind. Right there.
Ay, ganda. Yung sayang dito. Yung ano, yung malapit na...
Now on the left-hand side, we are passing by a yacht club. This is one of 3 major yacht clubs that are found on the island. This one here is called the Island Yacht Club, or IYC for short. We also have one marina, which you'll see a little bit later on. The yacht club, pleasure boating rather, is a very popular activity here in Toronto. We have several 100,000 boats registered in the Toronto area. You might also notice that pretty much every yacht at this club is still on land, and that is again because of the ice. It gets rather thick within the channels because they are very shallow. We're only at about 10 feet where we are right now, so it does tend to freeze over completely in here. They take the boats out to protect it against the ice and stay stored on the islands for the winter time. Now last winter, it was very mild. We didn't have any ice forming in the harbor or the channels at all. On the left-hand side as well, we're seeing a beautiful view of the city skyline. If you time it just right, you can frame the Rogers Centre and CN Tower by the island in the foreground. Now, if you just take a quick photo and step aside, we can only be here for a minute or 2 before we have to head on to the island stop. There'll be a longer view a little bit later on.
Postcard. Postcard.
Miss One, no? Swan. So that's the Swan song?
हमारे कैमरे से खींच लो मम्मी को इसका कैमरा
There's a swan.
जाग रहेगा
There's a